Hello, friends. How are you today? We're going to cover many signals, trading signals for cryptocurrency. So today we got basically a red day, full-on red day. If you saw my post on Twitter on X yesterday, I told you that I was expecting a full green day, either today or in the coming days. Obviously, not today. Today was the exact opposite of that. But we actually got basically the hit. I hit the marks with the levels. I also updated the post and I told you that we will not go below this line over here, which is around 199, 191. Excuse me. So you can see that it's very similar to the previous levels of the 14th of October when I told you I was going short, and that's what I did. So I ended the trade around here. So we didn't even go to the second level, and I actually had a third level for that trade. In this case, this is what I wanted to see around these levels. That's exactly what we got. We are now rebounding, but markets are really having trouble right now, guys. Markets, it's not looking good because this is Solana, the coin that I was mainly trading these days. And Solana was very good yesterday, very good display of power. But right now, Solana is kind of like in a complete, in a way worse situation. Okay, the correction was extremely long. This lasted for around 14 hours, something like that. Because if we measure this from the very start of when the my signals, my indicator actually triggered the bearish correction, this is from the 4 a.m. all the way to basically 4 p.m. So 10 hours, something like that, possibly more, because we're now starting to see the potential resuming of a new correction. Now, this new correction is going to be short-lived. I hope so, and I believe, because usually these days, I mean, these trends are not so. When it's late in the day and when the action already happened, it's very unlikely to see even more volatility. And you can see it's right now flipping to green. That's because it's volatile. Whenever you see in my signals that they give too many signals in a short amount of time, that's because the markets are still volatile, as you can see right there. So it's flipping green, red, and that's because the markets are volatile. This is because the indicator that I built is a real-time indicator. Okay, this indicator updates itself every minute or so. Basically, finds the correct trend, and that's why it kind of flips all over. But when you actually get a very clear trend, it stays with that trend. It doesn't flip. Okay, I made sure of it because I built a new indicator, and that's the one that I'm showing to you right now. So this is Solana on the 1 hour time frame. If we take a look at, for example, 6 hours, it's still on red. It was on the 12-hour time frame, which I posted yesterday. It was green. Okay, this was green right now, or flipping nearly green. So we're still in a downtrend right now. Basically, everything changed the moment around 4 a.m. of this day, at least in my time zone. Okay, obviously, if you're in a different country, whatever continent, it's obviously going to be different. But at least in my time zone, it changed around the 4 a.m. And man, this changed everything. It was looking like it could be a very bullish day. But yeah, these levels are the ones that I'm expecting now. But man, it's not looking good at all, guys. It's not looking good. Mm, October has been very, very bad for many coins. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, if we actually try to measure from when October actually started, I believe most coins are already red. Maybe Bitcoin is in range, but it's very bad what's going on with this October, which is surprising. Like I told you in previous posts, all of this feels like complete and extreme manipulation. Okay, this is actually this line represents the start of the month. This other yellow line right below is the start of this week, and you can see it's clear downtrend right now. And for these days, it has been basically trading in range. Okay, and the breakout for Solana will be anything above $2010. Okay, and these are the levels: 2014 and to 2022. Basically, these are the levels that I can expect. And honestly, just by looking at the current status, the current trends of the markets, guys, this could be the highest position we could get in the coming days. I really don't see it going any higher than this. So October will possibly be a range month, if not a full red month, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Just that you need to know that the people telling you to actually long in October, be very careful with that, okay? Because the markets are behaving in such a way that they require your attention every single day, every single hour. You cannot sleep on these trades. Okay, guys? I do have some long positions from yesterday. That was a mistake. I should have stayed awake enough to actually see this trend change. Okay, because my indicator turned red around these hours, on the 4 a.m. hour. So I went to sleep around this hour. I usually stay kind of late to watch the markets and see what's going on. And it looked also beautiful, bullish, but it completely got destroyed by these guys. Absolute destroyed. Now, luckily, my liquidation level is way lower, so I'm not really worried about that. But the markets, guys, be very careful trading these markets, because October feels like a completely different month from what everyone, including myself, were expecting. Okay, the manipulation is not over yet. If we actually take a look at Bitcoin, for example, we'll see that Bitcoin has been absolutely destroyed non-stop, man. I mean, this is a range. At least Solana had a better performance yesterday, but Bitcoin has been basically going red for like 2 consecutive days, and the 13 was maybe the 12 and the 13. Nah, not a really, only the 12, because actually look at this. The 13th of October was basically a range, if not a full red day. So if we actually measure Bitcoin, like I told you, almost in range from the start of the month, almost in range, but right now in a correction. Okay, I really don't see high chances of seeing these levels in this month again. Maybe in November, but this October, guys, it's so fucked up. I mean, I just cannot say it otherwise, guys. It's very bad from what I've been seeing. Look, this is the 1 hour. Okay, so not even a full recovery from what happened today. Okay, Bitcoin was basically struggling to actually make some change, and only right now you can see it's kind of pumping. But Solana also about to reach 1.96. So I don't know, man. This needs to go higher, because before the day officially ends in my time zone. Because if we can actually go to 198 or even 200, something like this, it will be very good to actually be in a safe position for the next day. Because guys, if the next day is another red day, it's over, guys. It's over. You don't really want to see that. I mean, if the next day is a red day, assuming that maybe we can end on 96, let's see, 96 around here, it will actually go below these levels. Could actually go below right there. This could actually be a level that we could see tomorrow if the market goes red again. So I really hope that this bullish, I mean, look, this bullish trend has been so weak, so weak. If we actually measure this from the very start of the signal, right now we're only like 1.40%. Whereas if we actually measure the start and look at this, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 hours right now. So if we take the same amount of hours, you can see the massive difference. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already I was at around 4% almost. This is nothing compared to this extremely powerful correction. So yeah, guys, like I told you, I do see a very bullish day coming ahead of us. It's going to hit either tomorrow or by the 17th of October. And like I said, at least for Solana, these are my levels. The maximum I was actually hoping for, like I said, 22. But right now, just by looking at the state of the markets, this is looking like it's possibly only going to be at most, and maybe only with two consecutive green days, 215. Otherwise, looks very, very hard to actually go even above this, let alone go back to the peak that we saw on the 6th of October. So a really extremely bad month for many people. I know many of you got liquidated. Everyone got liquidated, guys. Even myself included. I already told you. Now, like I said, luckily I lost a very very small amount of money compared to other people. But this man, I mean, this move alone already liquidated even more people who were long. That's why, again, do not make the same mistakes that I do. Okay, do not sleep on your trades, guys, because it can cost you dearly. I should stick only with the indicator because the indicator is the only thing that never fails. And when you combine that with my predictions, it's an absolute tool. But the actual ultimate guide to all of your trades should be my indicator. My indicator has never failed. It has never gave a, a massive fault signal. As you can see, if you measure this, it's all on the money, all on the money. The corrections, all on the money, right before they begin officially. Like, look at this. Yeah, guys, I want to basically finish the video testing more time zones. Okay, like I said, look at this. Already fluctuating, very volatile market still. The bullish trend is very weak, not even 2% in like 4 or 5 hours, whereas the other one was already at almost 4%. So look at this, already trending down. This is not good. This does not look good. Now on Bitcoin, bullish, but again with a lot of trouble going up. It doesn't really have the strength necessary to go up. Now let's take a look at only the main ones. I'm not going to cover all of these. For example, also Ethereum has a very bad time going up. Right now, this pump has been very, very weak. I really hope tomorrow is not another red day, because again, if that's a red day, it's going to be disaster for many people. Okay, and again, do not if you're going to do trades, I don't know what I can tell you guys, because obviously you don't have my indicator. So my indicator is the only thing that has basically saved me from many of the liquidations that many other people have suffered. And I do try to actually go and take some time of my own life, to actually warn you about what to come, give you the levels, give you everything that you need to actually know in advance. If I had seen, or I had actually stayed awake long enough yesterday night, in order to actually see the start of this correction, I could have time to warn you, oh, that maybe it was not a good day too long, because many people were actually expecting a very bullish day today. Many people, like I said, myself included, but the indicator changed at the critical moment where I was asleep. So very bad luck. Anyways, you can always make money no matter what the conditions are. That's one thing that you need to remember. Okay, all you need to do is pay attention to my signals, to my levels, to what the indicator that I'm using says, and you can get guaranteed wins. So okay, so like I said, let's go and cover finally, before I end the video, many time frames. So 4 hour time frame, bearish right now. 4 hours doesn't really seem as good as 1 hour though. So that's 4 hours. Let's go to 6 hours on Solana. Also on bearish, it was way better than even 4 hours, way better. But you can see the markets are in trouble, guys, in trouble. Now this is Solana. Let's go to Bitcoin, the main coin. So 6 hours, Bitcoin turning green. I really hope this is a signal that maybe today is going to be a green day, or at least a neutral day. I mean, even a fully flat rate day could be a blessing in these current conditions. If we go to 12 hours, it's on red. It's still on red, so it could flip. I mean, 6 hours. Let's go to a middle ground, maybe 8 hours red still. So if 6 hours in Bitcoin goes green and with a full force, it could actually be the triggering movement that could actually go green on other larger time frames. So Ethereum, let's say, red. Let's see. Let's go for one day. Yeah, fully in red. So many coins fully in red one day. Solana, Cash, Litecoin. Yeah, all of them are in red. It's about time we need a green signal right there. If we get a green signal in a daily, in the in the daily time frame, and if it actually happens to be one of the coins that go along with Bitcoin or Bitcoin itself, that means there could be a chance for very good days coming ahead. But like I said, the current conditions are very they are just not optimistic at all. I'm just going to say that. So yeah, guys, stay tuned to my signals. Again, I do post them on X. That's where I post them more frequently, because to make an entire video every time the signals indicator change, it takes a lot of time. So anyways, guys, take care. Have a good rest of your day, whatever. Like, share, and subscribe for the work, and I'll see you guys next time.